All right, so we're back. We're gonna go through some of these other options. This next one, you see the little eyeball. If there is red eye in your camera, so let's go ahead and try to find an image with some red eye. So I don't have a photo with red eye because a lot of cameras nowadays do pretty good at fixing red eye automatically. But basically what you would do with that either red eye or pet eye is find that photo. You can use this auto detect button because it will try to search for red eyes. Let's go to the pet eye actually and choose to edit our pet eye. You can go zoom into the eye, click on the eye itself, and what it tries to do is make those pupils a little bit darker. So you do have to be pretty precise in where you're clicking. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It kind of gives it this kind of intense pupil. So as you can see, this one isn't working that well. But what it's supposed to do is make your eyes pupils a little bit darker so they stand out and are a little bit more pronounced. I think the thing is with Chalet's eyes right there, they look pretty good already. Let's get back to our other photos. So let's go to the text option. This is just to add text. So you can just click on one of these sort of preset text options, click in the text itself, adjust the text to what you want to say. Joshua Tree at night, not night. Click done. Awesome. So there you have it. You can adjust the opacity of it with this slider. You can adjust the color here. So let's pick something that matches more the yellow in the sky, something like that. Or you can click the color picker over here in the bottom left and pick a specific color that you want. And there's lots of options for figuring out what color you want. You can use a wheel, you can use RGB sliders, CMYK if you have a specific CMYK. Clicking this button in the top left, the plus sign will save this color. So if you go to My Themes, you'll have swatches that you've used in the past, and these are actually connected to my Adobe account, which is cool. And then when you're done, just click Done. You can move it around, resize it by pinching it and zooming it out. And then going through the styles, you can now see sort of the different styles if you want to see it in the colors and the text that you've created, so you don't have to kind of redo it over and over yourself. So this is great if you want to quickly create sort of like a meme or a social media post or even a graphic for your business, your blog, your YouTube channel, or whatever. Next, you have your borders. So you have basic, edges, and frames. Under basic, you have things like a vignette, a white vignette, a black vignette. You have different thin lines. So this is a beveled line with rounded corners. You have a thin square line, circle, vertical strip, all kinds of cool frames that you might like. These kind of look like Polaroids. And then again, with any of these, you could change colors by picking a color from the preset swatches up here, or you can click the color picker, which is the wheel to the top left above basic, so that you can pick a specific color on the color wheel. Clicking the circle with the line through it will get it back to white with no color. Next, you have your edges, which are just stylistic. So you have things like film emulsion, rough edges, just kind of cool stuff. Just gonna go through these really quickly. Then you have your frames. So these look kind of like picture frames. They actually have sort of a drop shadow in the middle to look like it's a frame on the wall. So those are fun, but depending on how your crop is, sometimes it doesn't look that great. With this one, with a lot of negative space and the landscape on the very bottom of my picture, it's hard to see with those frames. But again, it's just for fun. Next, we have some more advanced options, which we'll get to in the next lesson, including spot removal for removing blemishes in your photos.